My name's Jacqueline Stockwell, CEO and founder at Leadership Through Data, and welcome to this presentation on the Empower programme, which is built on 7 key pillars, each crucial for organisation and professional development success. I'm your host, CEO and founder, and I'm an award-winning dyslexic entrepreneur and author. I empower information leaders globally, focusing on personal and professional development. As an international public speaker, I aim to inspire, motivate and educate in every presentation, training course or podcast I deliver. My goal is to continue to make information management training engaging and useful through storytelling and visual aids. And I'm now focusing on e-learning. We're going to be spending the next 10 minutes looking at the Empower programme, where I'm going to take you through the programme's benefits so you can find out what it is and how we're going to deliver it. So let's focus on the why and the origin. The Empower programme was created for a passion for helping organisations make the most of Microsoft 365 and excel in governance, leadership and technology use. We noticed that many organisations struggle with managing information, staying compliant and using technology effectively. Even though Microsoft 365 is widely adopted, there's often a gap in using and understanding how to fully utilise its features. I believe that empowering organisations to manage their information and leverage technology effectively can lead to big improvements in productivity, innovation and overall success. The Empower programme is all about making a positive impact by offering comprehensive training, consultancy and resources to help organisations thrive. So let's look at the problems our customers are facing. You've got compliance issues and multiple roles. There's so many things information leaders need to think about, and you require a need for comprehensive training. But there are big budget constraints, a lack of time, and the requirement for consultancy. I see a lot of customers come to me and say, Jackie, I just don't know where to start. So I created the Information Leaders Flower. It represents all the products and services that Leadership Through Data offer to really drive home those skills from the technology, the people and the organisation. As you can see in the middle, the blue section is the heart. That's you as the person, as the information leader. The lighter blue areas are the roles and requirements and the job descriptions that we work with, from information management to artificial intelligence to technology and to information rights. The purple area around the outside focuses on those essential skills that we also need to be considering, from public speaking to communication to coaching and leadership and management. The pink areas are there for better business cases, professional development, empowering your workforce, not just yourself, but your organisation, looking at risk management and compliance. And then the outer layer, which is the yellow one, which focuses on the technology, the risks, the policies, the process, the oversight that is required for all organisations and information leaders to deliver. So my promise is to help information leaders grow, teaching them the important skills in the 7 key areas, EMPOWER, so they can do their jobs better and help organisations succeed at the same time. The Empower programme focuses on E for engagement, M for management, P for process, O for oversight, U for workforce, E for excellence, and R for resources. So let's look at what that breaks down to. E for engagement is communication and negotiation. We've got storytelling in there, so how we can start to create stories, because stories are so important because they need to connect the emotional connection with organisation and also end users to really get to the heart of why we should be managing information. Public speaking is a really big thing now. We actually need to articulate our messages much better, and a way of doing this is through public speaking and presentations. We need to build a brand for information services and how we can sell that for information governance. It's easier to sell something to a business when you've got something more tangible, so a brand makes things tangible back to the business and end users. The why, the what, and the how to empower your team. And we also need to look at personality types, so how we communicate with other people and their personalities of how they want to be communicated to. And for management is all around accountability, leadership and management. Then we've got project management and change management, and the essence is of loving what we do and how we're held accountable for those things. The P is for the law, the information architecture design, the information management strategies, the information asset management, retentions and the volumes of data that we hold. We've also got business classification schemes and the risks, process and procedures that we need to be thinking about for an organisation. The O is for the oversight. So those business cases that I talked about, the information governance and information management structures, roles and groups, and how we're reporting to those groups. Looking at feedback mechanisms, because feedback is so important. It makes your service better and it's how you're getting that feedback. We're looking at the risk and value framework. So what risks come and the value of information. And also audits. In the W for workforce, we'll be looking at growth mindsets. So really looking at how we can evolve and learn from mistakes and take that feedback on board. We'll be looking at high performing teams and time management. Time is so important. If you don't block things out, time in your calendar, it doesn't happen. Professional development, like how are we setting ourselves goals? How are we setting ourselves goals for information management? We set them for strategic goals for organisations and how we can deliver on those goals and how we can really keep that trajectory going forward. When we're looking at skills and wills matrix, so who's got the skill and the will and what other areas do we need to focus on? We've got training needs analysis and how to build a training strategy. E for excellence is around the information leader. So it's the belief in themselves. It's their personal and professional profile, which can really help the influence within the business and also in the wider community about how important it is to manage your information effectively. I'm going to build your brand and focus on growth and gratitude as a mindset. Now, we're going to ask you to take the scorecard. So the scorecard is a series of 60 questions that allows you to benchmark yourself and your organisation against the Empower framework. Once you've completed that, you'll get a report. And this essentially is what your results could look like. So in the red areas, they're the areas that you'd need to focus on first, and then the yellow areas, and then you've got the green areas. So it's a traffic light system of the areas where you're good at. Now, the Empower framework works on the function that you can go to any area within that framework. So if you wanted to start in process first and oversight, it's open for you to do that. And then you could dip into resources and access some of our online training. In the resources section, that's where you'll find all our Microsoft 365 courses. That's from information architecture, e-discovery, to Teams, to SharePoint, anything that is around information management within Microsoft 365. You'll also find another huge range of other courses that are available on those essential skills that we talked about. So change management, public speaking, information management. So we've also got GDPR in there. We've got privacy for other organizations. We've got records management, all those things. Then we've got retention labels, deep dive in Microsoft 365 and the deployment model. So there's some really key things in there that will help you on your Microsoft 365 journey. We're going to be delivering this over a 12-month period from personalized online learning. So that's where you go and have training yourself. We're going to have small group led, which is around our masterclasses, our firecrackers and our Q&As. And then we're going to be getting you to collaborate with others. And then you've got the self-paced aspects for yourself. Then we've got our live masterclasses. So these are live interactive sessions covering specific topics such as retention labels, data loss prevention, public speaking and business classification. These offer an in-depth training and knowledge on key aspects of information management that all flow within the Empower framework. The firecrackers, these are sessions focused on new legislations or system updates or new technologies that we feel that you need to be aware of. Really big thing on the Empower platform is that we've got document blueprints. So if you need to create yourself an information asset register, we have a template there for you. The purpose of this is that you'll be able to complete it, submit it via our secure online portal and access a Q&A. Now this is where the consultancy kicks in. There's 42 Q&As, so it's around 2 a week. And that allows you to submit your document to one of our principal consultants, one of our experts, that you can have some trusted feedback on what that looks like, or some really sort of drive the steer going forward. These sessions last an hour and a half, and they're really useful. There's only 6 questions that we will cover in the hour and a half sessions. You have to submit your question first, and if you don't turn up, your question won't be answered. All around the collaboration on our platform, we have community hangouts as well, so you can speak to other people in the same journey that's on the platform with you, because we strongly feel that sharing and best practices comes from other people. The most amazing thing about the platform is that you get a +1 included in the price. So this allows someone else within your organization to have access to our masterclasses and our firecrackers. So they can be learning around data loss prevention, public speaking, leadership, or they can look at retention labels in Microsoft 365. You can swap your +1 each cycle. So technically you can have 4 people on the platform within the 12-month period. Now the cycles run over a 14-week cycle. So the first cycle 1, you'll do 1 to 14 weeks, and you can access all the live content that I've just spoken about within that cycle. Then we're going to take a break from any live cycles, and you can have a rest and reflection period. But if you don't want that, you can still continue to digest the content on the platform. And then you're going to come back, and we're going to do some for cycle 2. And that's another 14 weeks for you to digest the masterclasses, the Q&A, and the firecrackers, and the community hangouts. And then another 14-week break, another break, and then you can come back for the last 14-week cycle. As part of the program, you'll also get a copy of my brand new book, which is the blueprint for the Empower framework. It gives all the high-level content and information that will be going through on the program. We'll also probably have a book club as well on the program. The payoffs for we're going to take you from feeling overwhelmed to organized, to compliance uncertainty, to confident, to disconnected teams, to an engaged workforce and an empowered self. We're going to take you from stagnation to innovation. Your life after my proposal will look like improved compliance. You've got cost reductions from expensive consultancy or other aspects for software deployment. You've got enhanced self-confidence, enhanced engagement and motivation, and time-effective training. It's there whenever you need it, anytime, any place, anywhere. So just to summarize what you get included in the Empower program, you get community hangouts, you get live sessions, and that's your live consultancy sessions and also your masterclasses, so you can learn from our experts. You've got document practice, breast sprints, personalized feedback. That's where the consultancy comes in. You've got a wide range of training courses on the library. You've got that +1. You've also got the scorecard assessment, so you can assess yourself against the framework. And there are flexible payment options. So let's talk about that. If you were buying all of these services from Leadership Through Data individually, it would cost you the certain amount of money that's on my screen. Now, our program is a fraction of the price. It's in the small thousands than it is into the multi-big thousands. If you want to know more about pricing, please book a meeting with one of our account directives, and they can take you through the pricing strategy there. Now, how we're going to get you onboarding is we're going to be looking at an eligibility assessment. So you'll have a one-on-one meeting and a strategy consultant with our account executive or myself. We're going to be looking at the enrolment process. You just need to choose what flexible payment plan you offer. We ask for a one-off payment as an onboarding fee, and then there's 12 monthly payments going forward after that. You can pay 12 monthly or you can pay in one lump sum. We're going to be looking at onboarding and your instant assessment, which is your scorecard. We're going to be looking at your Empower preparation, so you get to pick your journey. Where do you want to start? And ready, let's go. You can get straight to learning. So to take next steps, please contact one of our account executives and book a meeting. We can provide you with a wide range of tools and documentation that will help you to support your journey going forward. I'd love to welcome you onto our new Empower program, and we can help to change the world together. Thank you.